Hello, this is Lucas Palmeira from Imaginando, and I'm here to give you another tutorial on DRC. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make some sounds from the 80s classic Valerie by Steve Winwood. This track was it was big at the time, but it got really immortalized with a remix created by Eric Price called Call on Me. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so let's get started, and we're going to start with the bass sound. That sounds something like this. Okay, this utility is just putting the sound mono. This is just boosting the highs and cutting a little bit of the lows. And this delay modulator, giving it a little bit of phasing that we're gonna turn off for now. So let's bring back the default patch. And first thing that we're going to do is drop the master to 790. Okay, and then raise oscillator 2 to maximum. Drop 1 octave and detune it to 152. Okay. Now pre-gain at 889. And let's go to the filter. Drop cutoff frequency to 138. Envelope generator to amount at 586. Change the performance mode from poly to mono, and then let's go to the first envelope generator that modulates the amplitude of the sound. We got its tech at 0, sustain at 0, a decay of 395, and a release of 636. Now for the second envelope generator, the one that modulates the cutoff frequency in time, we got 0 tech, 0 sustain again, 772 on the decay, and a release of 401. Okay. And we got this sound ready. Let's now just turn on the delay modulator. Okay. 200 time, 0.07 feedback, 277 depth, and 0.57 rate. And about half dry wet. Now let's go to the ARP bass. Again, we only have here a low pass at 102 Hertz. I'm gonna leave it and bring back the default patch. Okay. First thing, raise oscillator 2 to maximum, go to oscillator 2, drop 1 octave, and detune it to 76. After that, drop pre-gain to, actually rise to 827. Okay. And let's go to the filter. 704 on envelope generator 2 amount. Cut off at 162. And a resonance of 0.26. Change the performance mode from poly to mono. And first envelope generator, we got 0, 500, and 800 on attack, decay, sustain. Those are default values, but on release 259. 259, about there. On the second envelope generator, the one modulating the cutoff frequency, we got 0 maximum sustain, 562 on the decay, and a release of 160. Okay. Now for the reverb, 191 on the reverb, decay of 506, damping of 500, default, and a modulation of 432. Okay guys? Finally, we go to the chorus, turn chorus on, a rate of 130, and a depth of 364. Okay? Now we go to the brass, which sounds like this. Without the delay modulator. Okay, now let's bring back the default patch. Default patch. First thing we're going to do is go to the amplifier, raise oscillator 2, go to oscillator 2 and detune it by 120. Pre-gain at 451. Okay. Oscillate actually no, sorry, pre-gain it's at 747. Sorry about that. Now, envelope generator 2, 500, cut off at maximum. Let's just raise the resonance to 162. And now for the first envelope generator, we got default values for attack, decay, and sustain, but a release of 160. And on the second envelope generator, we got 0, 230, 400, and 100. So all of them are default values. Now, for the delay, we want a time of 1/8, 185 on the amount, and a feedback of 191. Okay? And we got our brass, which now let's go to the delay modulator, which has a time of 200, feedback of 100, depth of 337, and a rate of 313 with full wet. Turn it on. Okay, and here on the equalizer, I just have a boost on the highs. So let's go to the keys, which is the last sound, and sounds like this. Okay, I'm going to turn off the delay modulator for now. And let's bring back the default patch. Okay, we're on default. And first thing that I'm going to do is drop the pre-gain to 451. Raise the second oscillator to 797. Be 796. And go to the second oscillator and detune it to 076. And on the sub-oscillator, raise 1 octave and raise the volume of the sub-oscillator to 383. Okay? Now for the filter, drop the cutoff to 160. Envelope generator to amount at 864. Resonance at 164. Okay, and we got the filter done. Now let's go to the first envelope generator that we have 0901 on the decay, sustain of 451, 531 on the release, now on the second envelope generator we got 0920 on the decay, 302 on the sustain, and a release of maximum. Now for the reverb, we got 290 on the amount, 698 on the decay, a damping of 486, 488 could be okay, and 407 on the modulation. Let's go to the chorus and turn it on, a rate of 198. Depth of 549. Okay. And the last thing we have to do is turn this delay modulator on, with a time of 200, feedback of 020, depth of 217, and a rate of 133 with full wet. And we got all our sounds ready, so let's listen to this music. So bear with me just a second while I get this ready for us to listen to. Okay, I think we have everything ready. Yes, so let's now listen. And this was it, guys. It was really fun to make this tutorial. I really hope that you managed to follow through. And remember that we have at least every Thursday content coming up on our YouTube channel. So remember to check that out. And if you like it, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and remember to press the notification button. That really means a lot to us. So for now, I will say goodbye and see you next week.